Hello everyone, I'm Jay Joshi and welcome to the 12th episode of Learning Java. Today, we'll be learning about the postfix, prefix, and assignment operators. So let's start with postfix and prefix operators. So postfix and prefix operators are also known as increment and decrement operators. So the increment operator is plus plus, and the decrement operator is minus minus. So now I'll be explaining how we use them and what's postfix and prefix. So let's start with the increment operator, which is plus plus. Let's take a variable a, for example, int a is equal to 12. So now if we have to add a number, let's say we have to add the number 1, we'll do something like this. A is equal to a plus 1. Now you can see that when we type a is equal to a plus 1, we use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five different types of characters to type a is equal to a plus 1. Now there's a simpler method of doing this, and that's where increment operator comes in. Using increment operator, we can perform the same function by just typing a plus plus. So this a plus plus is nothing but a is equal to a plus 1. So this is just a shorter way of writing a is equal to a plus plus. So let me just give the output. So system dot out dot println a. So it should print 13. Now void main, and look, it prints 13. Now decrement operator is the same thing. Let's say we have to subtract the number 1. So we do a is equal to a minus 1. But with the help of decrement operator, we can just do a minus minus. So here we go, a minus minus, and over here the output should be 11. So this is what decrement operator is. An important note over here is that increment and decrement operators can use to increment and decrement a number or a variable by only one. So it can either be plus 1 or minus 1 based on plus plus or minus minus. Now what's postfix and prefix? Let's take an example of plus plus again. So you saw me write a plus plus over here. Now this is the postfix operator, and we can also write this as plus plus a. This is the prefix operator. So when we write the increment or decrement before the variable, we call it prefix because it comes before, that's why it's pre. And when it's after the variable, it's a postfix operator, so plus plus. So now what's the difference between these two? First, they're very similar. So both of them perform the same thing. They both increment the value by 1. So if it's minus minus like this is postfix, and this is prefix. So in minus minus, they both cause the value of variable a to decrease by 1. So then what's the difference? In postfix operator, there's a simple rule. We use and then change. So postfix means use and change. I'll be explaining what this means later. So and prefix means change and use. So now let's see. Um, in postfix operator, it'll first use the operator in that particular arithmetic expression or the function it's performing, and then it'll change the value. But in prefix operator, it'll first change the value, which means it'll either increment or decrement, and then it'll use the value. So how does this work? Let me put this full thing. Let me delete this full thing. So postfix, just remember, is use and then change. Prefix is change and then use. So currently the value of a is 12. Now if we do system.out.println plus plus a, this is prefix over here because it's coming before. And prefix rule says that change and then use. So what it'll do is first it'll change the value. It's an increment thing, so it'll increase the value. So it'll become 13. So it changes and then it'll use, which means that then it'll perform the function of printing. So the output will be 13. But if we do postfix, which is a plus plus, it'll be use and then change. So when the compiler comes to this line, it'll see this, that it's postfix. So it'll first print the thing, which means it's using the variable, and then it'll increment the value. So the output over here will be 12, and after this 12 has been printed, the value of a will become 13. So you can see that the output is currently 12. But if I print this system.out.println a over here, so what it's doing is it's postfix operator in this line. So it's first using and then changing. So it'll use the value, so it'll print 12 and then it'll change. So the value of a becomes 13. And now when we print a, the value of a is 13, so it'll print 13. So first the output should be 12 and then 13. So that's the difference, basic difference between postfix and prefix. Postfix, use and then change. Prefix, change and then use. This is just a basic simple rule to remember, and they both come in handy in their various operations. Another example which we can use is that let's say we have something like double y equals plus a divided by 3, and then we have double z is equal to a plus plus divided by 3. Now, what will be the output of both of these? So let me just print these real quick. System dot out dot print ln. First we print y, and then system dot out dot print ln z. So what will be the output of both of these? So in my previous videos, I showed the order of associativity and the order of precedence, which is the order in which the expressions are evaluated. So over here, this is an expression, and if you remember that the postfix and prefix, increment or decrement, order of operation comes after parenthesis. So, and then later on comes arithmetic. So this division is an arithmetic operation, and this postfix prefix is just basic increment decrement. And the precedence of operation of increment decrement is greater than that of arithmetic. So when it comes to double y is equal to plus a divided by 3, it'll first do this prefix operation and then it'll perform the arithmetic division. Same in z case, first we'll perform this and then it'll do the division. So let's predict the output of plus a. So so basically this is prefix, which is change and then use. So first a will become 13 and then it'll do the division. So 13 divided by 3 should come to approximately 13 divided by 3, 4 point something. So the answer should be 4 point some answer. So it'll be a decimal answer because it's greater than 12. And for Z, what it'll do is, let's just assume that these are performed separately. Okay, so I'll put this comment later on, but let's say this line didn't exist. So A is currently 12, and this is a postfix operation. And so what use of postfix is use and then change. The value is 12. So first you'll use the value of A. What's the value of A? 12. 12 divided by 3 will perform. We get the answer as 4. And then it'll change the value to 13. Because it's use and then change. So if I do double system.out.println z, the output should be 12. 4.0 because it's 12 divided by 3, which is 4. So now in the y case, it'll be prefix, so plus a. So it'll be change and then use. So 12 will become 13, divide by 3, which is 4 point something. So the output should be 4 point, something 33333, because 13 divided by 3 is 4.333. So you can see how the use of postfix and prefix comes in handy in different cases. Now we'll be talking about assignment operators. So what are assignment operators? Let's see. So let's say I have a variable int a is equal to 12 again, and I want to perform an operation a is equal to a into 4, right? Now again, this uses 5 different characters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you want to write this in a shorter way, like how we did in prefix plus plus or minus minus, we can do this in this way. A into is equal to 4. Now, this might look a bit weird over here, but this expression is the same as this expression. And this basic into is equal to is an assignment operator, as I explained in the previous video. So what this basically means, a into is equal to 4, means a is equal to a into 4. Now, what if I write a plus is equal to 4? This means that a is equal to a plus 4. So in an assignment operator, the is equal to always comes in the second place, but the arithmetic operation you want to perform comes in the first place. So let's say I want to do a is equal to a divided by 4. So the is equal to comes in the second place always, but the first place, since it's division, I'll put the divide by sign. So it'll become a by is equal to 4, which is nothing but a is equal to a by 4. So this is the use of assignment operator. So these are the main assignment operators. A into is equal to 4. Then we have a plus equal to 4 and a minus is equal to 4. So these are the four main arithmetic related assignment operators. So for each of these, it calculates the value in the way I mentioned before. So that's it for today, everyone. Thanks for watching. And if you have any doubts, queries, or suggestions, you can mail me. My mail will be in the description down below. And thanks again for watching.